Hello everybody and welcome to the Bristol Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series Food City 400 and the 9th race of our 2025 NR2003 NASCAR Cup Series season. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson lead us to the green flag as we are underway here in Bristol at the last great Coliseum. Our two winners from real life from last year up ahead. Chase Elliott already going 3 wide for the lead. They're 4 wide and crashing big behind them. Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, Noah Gragson, and more. A huge pile up down the backstretch into turn 3 here in Bristol. A ton of contenders involved. Bowman on his side as so many cars piled in. As there's a slow-mo replay here. Blaney pushing it 4 wide on lap 1. Way too early for that kind of thing. Sends Bowman up into Christopher Bell. Huge damage to Ryan Preece. Noah Gregson's in it. William Byron, the Dillon brothers. Cole Custer piles in. Cody Ware, Shane Van Gisbergen. Joey Logano gets damaged. I mean, Josh Bilicki, Brad Keselowski, the list goes on. Just 4 wide. No way that was going to work out this early here at Bristol. No idea what these guys were thinking. It's a crazy start to this race with a huge pileup. Kyle Busch also gets collected. Then he got hard hits on the outside there for Corey LaJoie and Carson Host, whereas AJ Allmendinger got turned around as we took the green flag before this wreck transpired. And then you had this huge pileup. Then you see as Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs are up the race right there. Nemechek gets a piece of it, and then Hocevar gets drilled by Corey LaJoie and Todd Gilliland. Huge damage to Jesse Love, Ricky Stenhouse, Riley Earps as well. And a just massive, probably the biggest wreck we have ever seen here in the history of Bristol Motor Speedway. Involves about half the field. Plus, ahead of that, Denny Hamlin wrecks Chase Elliott for 2nd place going into turn 3. Unreal start to this race. Looks like we're in position to have yet another demo derby like we did in the Xfinity race yesterday, and Eric Jones just completely arc or break Noah Gragson, running right into his fender. Meanwhile, back at the front, Larson, though, like the one clean car left in the field, leads the way on lap 7. You see the guys out of the race. Bilicki, LaJoie, Gregson, Austin Dillon, Suarez, Gilliland, Jesse Love in his debut are all out, as well as Shane Van Gisbergen out of the race in 32nd. So temporarily at the moment, we have 31 cars in this race. All 3 open cars all already out of this race. And caution's out again. Justin Haley got some help from Joey Logano, bouncing off Allmendinger. Haley spins to the inside wall. Minor 1-car incident. Caution out once again here. Our second one in the first 8 laps. Now back in around lap 14. Chase Elliott now stays out on the racetrack after being wrecked by Denny Hamlin. And that first yellow, he now finds himself back out front. Joey Logano there in 2nd. Cody Ware is fighting Michael McDowell for 3rd place. Who would have thought I'd be saying that sentence here at Bristol as Joey Logano takes the lead by a hair over Chase Elliott. The caution's out for another cataclysmic pileup. This time, Riley Herbst gets squeezed between Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick. Herbst comes back up the track, collecting his teammate of Reddick, as well as Jones and Keselowski. Allmendinger gets a piece of it. And a rough start today for 2311 Racing. I mean, even all of Toyota. So many Toyotas involved in wrecks already. It just continues. Elliott scored as the leader, but now it'll be Joey Logano on the restart, leading us back to the green flag in the 22, of course, multiple-time former winner here at Bristol, trying to punch his ticket into the playoffs. Behind them, they're nearly wrecking already. There was Josh Berry. There goes the 11 to Denny Hamlin, turned around. The 11 gets set by Stenhouse. More cars piling in behind him. So here, Stenhouse turns Hamlin into Ross Chastain. Ty Gibbs gets a piece of it. Hamlin goes up to the wall. Then in the aftermath there, John Hunter and Carson Hocevar pick up some more damage. So, arguably the favorite for today's race, Denny Hamlin, involved in multiple wrecks already. Back here, Chris Buescher moves Cody Ware out of the way. Caution out as Logano is leading because we have Christopher Bell got turned by Kyle Busch. I mean, he just got clipped. Nothing Bell could have done there. Busch got turned, and then he went down to Christopher Bell, and then Chastain, Eric Jones, Earps, they all pile in and continue to damage Christopher Bell, who's been on a rough stretch of races lately. And Chastain gets moved up and over on his roof via Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Wild turn of events here in Bristol. Now Ryan Blaney leading in the 12, trying to turn around the luck that he has had in real life as he leads this race early here in Bristol. Chase Briscoe runs 2nd, right there behind him with Kyle Larson in 3rd. Hamlin on pit road for an issue already. Caution out again. Another incident, and this time it's John Hunter Nemechek once again getting doors slammed by Ty Dillon and spinning into the backstretch wall to bring out yet another caution in what has already been a chaotic first stage, and we're not even halfway through it. here in Bristol. Ryan Blaney continues to lead. Then later in the stage, Denny Hamlin into the back of Kyle Busch, sends Kyle Busch to the outside wall, and more damage to the 8. Bowman gets a little piece of it right there, and Kyle Busch's struggles continue. And now Kyle Larson leads us back to the green into lap car Brad Keselowski here on lap 45. Now out of the race, Chase Elliott in the 9, out with the 54 Ty Gibbs. I couldn't catch what happened to Chase, but he is out of this race now with Ty Gibbs, and Elliott was so strong early. He led a couple of laps. Now he's out, so he will not be able to get his second win this season here today. Larson, by the way, in the lead. Driving away and upside down is the 7 of Justin Haley after Christopher Bell cleared himself down the front stretch. He squeezes Haley back into the wall, launches him on his side. Then because of the banking, goes from side to upside down on his roof for the 7 of Justin Haley, who's now out of this race. And then Blaney, who was leading a short while ago, gets turned by Reddick, sliding off the door of Cody Ware, comes right back up and damages the nose of Tyler Reddick. And we just continue the madness, the mayhem, the demolition derby here in Bristol. It just continues. Already down to 28 cars running. 59 laps in, and a huge wreck for Bubba Wallace. And he collects Hocevar and Cody Ware as Michael McDowell just completely junks Bubba Wallace. Nowhere Hocevar or Cody Ware could have gone there. They just get collected in the incident. Reddick also got some damage there. And a wild start does more trouble. Blaney and Bowman possibly here. Maybe Ty Dillon possibly involved. Yeah, Bowman turns Blaney into the wall going into turn 3. So the 12 gives some damage to Ty Dillon there. And then Bowman picks up some more damage. Who's just trying to survive right now. It's just been a wild one here today in Bristol. I mean, in real life, we had a wild tire strategy race. This time it's just absolute chaos with wrecks and another flip. Zane Smith on his side. More cars involved. Let's see what happened. Kyle Busch just inexplicably turns down into Zane Smith, causing him to wreck with Chris Busch. And then coming down the track, McDowell hits Kyle Busch, flipping Zane Smith up and over. And that's what causes 38 to go on his lid and bring out the caution. Larson, though, still leading this race, but not for much longer. Lap 73 is now the 12 of Ryan Blaney. As with all these wrecks, I have no idea what kind of strategy is being played. But look at all the guys out of the race now. McDowell, Hocevar, Zane Smith. So all of Spire Motorsports is out. As Ryan Blaney comes through here because the cautions come out on the speed, he's going to end stage 1 early. Another car on his roof. Josh Berry turns Riley Herbst, who comes back up, collects Berry, and up and over. They both go. A wild crash here in Bristol. Riley Herbst lands on his side doing a freaking I don't know what he's doing. Josh Berry was on his roof. Blaney picks up the stage 1 win, though, followed by Larson, Logano, Nemechek, and Cody Ware, the top 5. And then Stenhouse, Berry, Wallace, Priest, and Rex the top 10. So Josh Berry still gets 4 points after being upside down to end that stage. What a turn of events here in Bristol. As Joey Logano now inherits the race lead over William Byron lap 94 because I missed an incident here, as you'll see shortly. But yeah, Josh Berry's out, as well as Riley Herbst. They'll join the long list of guys in the garage. We're already down to 22 cars, possibly less running, as Logano leads over William Byron and Ryan Preece here in Bristol. Yeah, as you see, as we move on and look at the list of guys out of the race, Ryan Blaney got taken out with both 2311 cars, Wallace and Reddick, as well as John Hunter Nemechek from a crash that we missed. So something happened there that took your stage 1 winner Ryan Blaney out of the race, and your leader Logano turned in the wall by Hamlin after the caution was already out on the racetrack. The caution came out because AJ Allmendinger, what are we doing? Eric Jones is just coming out of pit road. AJ's just coming in, and he just turns him at the slowest speed imaginable. And then Denny, in frustration, just completely runs over Joey Logano into turn 1. And the madness continues as now Larson drives his way back to the front here. On lap 110, as Larson tries to pick up another stage win and continue to establish himself as the early season championship favorite for how fast he is everywhere we have gone. At the front, still Joey Logano leading a few laps there. Larson got shuffled back. Bowman now out of the race. He'll be down there at the back end of the top 20 with Ryan Blaney. John Hunter. Larson squeezes Kyle Busch, and around goes the 8. Busch into the wall, and Chase Briscoe collected as well, who just full throttles Busch through the middle of 1 and 2. That was just Kyle Larson being over-aggressive, and he forced Kyle Busch up the track, turned the 8 into the wall, and into Chase Briscoe. Nothing they could have done. Caution out once more. Chaos continues. Logano and Larson the leaders. Larson back in control here later in the stage. Only car in the lead lap after Joey Logano made his pit stop. So Larson, unless he crashes, has this race in the bag. But you never know with a guy like Kyle Larson. I'll tell you that for sure. Now here we are, final lap of stage 2. And Kyle Larson easily dominates and picks up the stage 2 win. So Larson gets a stage win. Logano comes home in 6th place. William Byron coming across in 3rd. So basically, Priest will be 2nd, Byron 3rd, Stenhouse and Cody Ware the top 5. Then Logano, Briscoe, Chastain, Allmendinger, and Cindric the top 10. So because of all the craziness, I mean, we got Cody Ware getting fifth place stage points both stages today. The best race of his career by far. So a wild one here in Bristol. Larson down. Then Larson, big damage to 5. The one thing you couldn't do was crash. And he gets involved in a wreck here that's going to take him out of the race with a little less than 150 to go. Your stage 2 winner. The driver who has the most stage points today and led the most laps. Larson is now out, and that gives the lead to his teammate William Byron here on lap 257. And now we on to the white flag. Final laps on Ketterman Bank. William Byron is going to go likely back-to-back here as Chase Briscoe is behind him running out of time. And that's going to make it 5 straight wins for Hendrick Motorsports. An unbelievable run. William Byron goes back-to-back and wins in Bristol. Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, elite lap cars on the podium. Ricky Stenhouse, Brad Keselowski, the top 5. Cindric, Allmendinger, Custer finished the race. And then Logano and Cody Ware, DNF in 9th and 10th. That is Byron's 9th career win. He led 147 laps today. And, of course, 5 in a row for Hendrick Motorsports to start this season. Unbelievable what Team Hendrick's been able to do these last few races. As your final race results, Byron the winner, Briscoe another great run in 2nd, Ryan Preece another impressive run. Shout out to him in that 60 team coming home 3rd. Stenhouse continues to be impressive as well with another top 5 from him. Cody Ware, first top 10 of the year. Cole Custer finally gets a good run. Larson, of course, crashed out after winning stage 2 and having the Xfinity fastest lap there in 13th. And just, Hamlin, Bowman, Blaney, Reddick, Bell, they were all collected in the chaos throughout the day. And Jesse Love, note on him, finishes 33rd in his debut after getting involved in that opening lap incident. So, a wild one here in Bristol. Another demolition derby, just like yesterday, gives William Byron his 2nd win in a row. As we updated playoff standings, 9 races down, 17 to go in the regular season. Byron and Larson, 200 teammates, are only multi-time winners. And so still 6 winners in, the 400 drivers plus Chastain and Bell. Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Stenhouse, Allmendinger, Keselowski, and Cindric are all looking very comfortable on points. I'd even say Bubba Wallace as well right now. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, the 3 bubble drivers just above Noah Gragson. Ryan Preece, who has charged his way up in the points. And still the rookie Riley Herbst hanging around that playoff bubble. Tyler Reddick right there as well at 28 out in 20th in points. So congrats to William Byron winning an absolute dumpster fire of a race in Bristol. And as we conclude this episode, as always, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members. Thank you very much to Brenda Breen and Jeremy Isley. I really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to me and helps this channel and I continue to grow and do great things as we have just eclipsed 1,000 subscribers the day of recording this. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. I couldn't have done all this awesome content without you guys. Keep subscribing for those of you that are not watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to become a paid channel member, link is down below. And until next time, I hope you all have a good one.